Hello, I'm Roshan Regmi with student ID 250000805. I'm from Alpha Crucis University College and I'm presenting today a presentation about the Assessment2 individual presentation. And the topic is building strong collaborative and partnership. Let's talk about the slide number 2. This is about my presentation introduction. Hello everyone. In this article, I will be talking uh, of the significance of uh, establishing a robust collaborative relationship with families and communities in early childhood education and care. By relying on the national quality standards (NQS), the early years learning framework version 2, belonging, being, and becoming, and relevant literature to understand how collaborative contributes to the learning, inclusion, and well-being children, this presentation will be developed. Moving on to the slide number 3, this is all the significance of teamwork in early childhood education and care. Quality early childhood education is based on the collaborative partnership. Learning of children can be best achieved when educators, families, and communities are united in working towards achieving the same objective. According to the NQS Quality Area 6, collaborative partnerships with families and communities partnerships are fundamental to assist children in learning, inclusion, and well-being. Then, like that, studies emphasizes that through effective work with families, children feel more belonging, have a more positive emotional state, and uh, better learning results. And let's move on to the slide number 4. It's about the national quality standards NQS alignment. Quality area 6 of the NQS deals with the relationship with the families are built and sustained in a respectful manner. Partnership will promote inclusion, learning, and well-being of the children. This standard presuppose services to establish the mutual respectful and cultural responsive relationship with families and communities. This kind of collaboration is what makes the families to be active in the decision making process and educated to acknowledge and understand the family as the primary and most significant uh, teacher of the children. And now move to the next slide. That's the slide number 5. It's about the principle and practices of early year learning frameworks, wasn't you? Partnership and respect of diversity incorporates the collaboration as a majority in the early years learning framework. The major EYLF principle that will be applied here are intimate, supportive, and mutual relation, partnership with families, equity and high expectations, respect for diversity, and continuous learning and critical self-reflection. And the also talking about the measure principle that will be applied here are intimate, supportive, and mutual relations, partnership with families, equity and high expectations, respect for diversity, and continuous learning and critical self-reflections. This direction helps educators to establish a relationship that takes into language of the families uh, and communities. In the slide number 6, the why partnership matters. So, developing families and community relationship is required for the partnership matter, helps children to have a sense of belonging and facilitates facilitates the cultural identity and belongings, improve communication and language uh, acquisitions by means of collective interaction, that is outcome 5. Promotes continuity of home and central learning settings. By making the family feel respected and included, they will be provide information about their child and their interest, culture, and background that will allow educators to design culturally relevant and personalized learning experiences. And the next slide is about the research evidence. Let's talk about the research evidence. Recent literatures indicate that efficient family engagement, which enhances the social and emotional well-being, enhances school preparedness and protracted education achievement, and promotes respect and trust, which is the what's that key to inclusion and positive identity development, according to the author. The overlapping space of influence theory by Einstein is the best theory that explains the collaboration of family, uh, school, and community setting to launch. This theory is aligned with the perception of the earlier learning framework that learning among children is influenced by relationships and born in his community. So let's talk about the slide number 8, which is about principle of effective partnership. The first of all, the relationships develop on the basis of strong partnership include a number of principles: respecting each other's, respecting families as co-educators, two-way open communication, two-way sharing of informations. So trust and sacred, that means regard of privacy and personal convictions, cultural responsiveness, the appreciation and the recognition of diversity, and shared decision, that means consulting families in curriculum and policy making. And summing all of these, in which one can listen to and consider everyone voice, and these include culturally and linguistically diverse families and Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islanders. Okay, let's talk about the family support and engaging. So these practices can justified with the help of EYLF practice, partnership with the families, and encourage inclusion and belonging. In order to create partnership, a variety of strategies can be adopted by educators, and they include frequent feedback. An example is daily journals, applications such as Story Park, or through physical meetings. Uh, and another is family events, host family cultures day of learning, showcase share stories, music or food share here. Okay, and another is collaborative goal setting, the setting of learning goals by involving families in the form of individual learning plans. And another is thinking of family voices through surveys of feedback, discussions, make sure that needs of families are used to develop the programs. So another one is online consultations, providing online consultations or translated resources to different families. Okay, in the slide number 10, let's discuss about the inclusion and cultural competence. The early year learning framework version 2 supports the significant cultural competence, which involves the acknowledgements, appreciation, and responsiveness to various cultural setting. Educators should go beyond tokenism on the way to establishing a true cultural collaboration supporting identity. That's example include involving Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander old views. Another one is providing learning resource materials in home language. And the third one is involving cultural mentors or seniors to pass cultural information. This strategy helps to achieve learning outcome too, which is children are attached. Let's talk to the next slide. That's slide number 11. It's about the cases of community partnerships. So, wrapping Wrapping learning community partnerships take learning beyond the service. So I want to give some example about this. The example is local libraries. So the enhancement of literacy by reading programs. The another example will be health professionals. Health professionals. It conclude the funding nutrition, dental or mental health education. The another one will be the cultural organizations promoting uh, intercultural awareness. And the another one will be the environmental NGOs, which involvement in sustainability initiative as such as community guidance, older people in Aboriginal community, interim culture and language. Such joints improve an overall development of children and help to build relationship between home, service, and community. Let's move to the slide number 12. So it's about the evaluation and formative assessment. So partnership are also very crucial in assessment practices. Uh, Educators can use sharing portfolios and learning stories with families and learning assessment like formative assessment to involve families in the setting of goals, parent teachers meeting to discuss the progress and the further steps, feedback loops in which family make their contribution on curriculum modification. These are the experience done by the educators for evaluation and formative assessment. So the NQS and EILF version 2 have stated that assessment is not solely focused on monitoring progress, but also on developing the understanding between the families and educators to help children grow. Let's move to the another slide. It's about the moderation and reflective practice. Okay, the first of all, to enhance fairness and inclusiveness, teacher employ moderation measures, the sharing of staffs in discussion so that they can consistent in the observation and grading. So this promotes mutual professional knowledge and increases the clarity with families. So another UILF principle is reflective practice, which prompts educators to explore the impact of their beliefs, communications, and interaction on relationships. So the practice of partnership can be enhanced through services that are repeatedly developed using the strategy of critical reflections. So they are the moderation and reflective practices. After that, moving to the slide number 14, it's about the overcoming obstacle to cooperation. So there are the different challenges. All of them, the common challenges include language differences, working time limitation among families, misunderstanding in culture, and no confidence or trust to the service. So these are the common challenges and obstacles. So to overcome the obstacle, uh, the teacher can offer translation support like transferring the languages. They don't know about the languages, and another one will be book appointments at the convenience of the client, and interpreters are bilingual employees, and another one will be establish trust with regular and sensitive communications. So these barriers have been posited to be reduced by research as the enhancement of family involvement and child outcomes. Uh, let's move to the next slide. In this slide, I want to give you the case study example. It's about the community garden project case study. Uh, an early learning center collaborated with the local council and families to come up with a community garden. The families donated seeds and recipes. children were instructed on a bush food by their local elders. So the project supported in the belonging, collective ownership of the community, and so project supported the belonging, being, and becoming. So in belonging, collective ownership of the community, and in the being, practical learning experiences, and in the becoming, developing environmental and cultural awareness. Like these efforts are some of the examples that show how community relationship can increase inclusion, sustainability, and comprehensive learning. So let's move to the next slide. Okay, this is the summary of my project presentation. In conclusion, effective oak relationships from trust and mutual respect, improve inclusion, cultural competence. Uh, the another one will be the build consistency of learning in home and center, and improve children wellness and feeling of belonging. So through the implementation of the early year learning frameworks, version 2 principles, NQS requirements, and research informed strategies, educators will establish the environment when families and communities collaborate to help each child realize their potential. Okay, so to the next slide. In this slide, I have concluded all my presentation. So to sum up, working with families and communities is not supplementary tracks itself, but a core of quality early childhood practice. By engaging in open communication, promoting diversity, and collective responsibility, educators are able to develop partnerships resulting in the accomplishment of greater learning outcomes, inclusive learning environment, and building communities. So let's move to the next slide. Oh, this is all about the reference from where I get all my stuffs in this presentation. I got the reference from the SECA National Quality Standards, and from the author Yale Bitcherby and Det E Docket, Farmers, Blue Bannings, DEWR Docket, Einstein Gel 2018, Grant Cavey, Sims, Hortins, and Henderson's, and many more. These all are my references from where I got my stuff in this presentation. That's all about my presentation about the topic building collaborative partnerships. So thank you for your time. Have a good one. Thank you.